What's good, everybody? It's your man, the myth, the legend, the voice, bringing you this week's Time Out. This is where we take a step back and assess the game of life, looking to God for strategies to bring us true success. This week's thought: self-love. The Ultimate Fighter Season 31 premiered recently. Now, many people are checking out this season not because of the possible redemption stories or the achieved dreams of the contestants, but it's because of the coaches, specifically the first man to hold titles at different weight classes in the UFC simultaneously. Mystic Mac, the notorious Conor McGregor, and boy has he ever lived up to his moniker. By far, he's the most popular athlete in MMA history. He exudes confidence and has walked with authority of mythical levels. He's shown respect for legendary warriors like Ali and Tyson, but make no doubt, regardless of his 1-4 record over his last 5 pro fights, he still believes he can beat anyone. He does what he wants, when he wants, how he wants, and many envy him because they want to live out loud, defy authority, and do as they please without fear of repercussion or concern about anyone else. As Nate Diaz said when he became the first in the UFC to beat Conor, I'm not surprised. Conor, like many people of means, is captured by the spirit of the age. What is it? It's self-love. Paul encouraged his protege, Timothy, and prophesied of this in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 1 through 5, which says, "You should know this, Timothy, that in the last days there will be difficult times, for people will love only themselves and their money. They will be boastful and proud, scoffing at God, disobedient to their parents and ungrateful. They will consider nothing sacred. They will be unloving and unforgiving. They'll slander others and have no self-control. They'll be cruel and hate what is good. They will betray their friends, be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than God. They will act religious, but they will reject the power that could make them godly. Stay away from people like that." There is a level of love that we have to have for ourselves. Christ tells us that in Mark chapter 12, verses 29 through 31, where he says that the greatest commandment is first, the Lord is one, and that we should love him with all of our heart, soul, minds, and strength. And that the second is equally as important. We are to love our neighbor as ourself. We need to care for our neighbor the way that we care for ourselves. We need to give the same kind of consideration and grace to our neighbors that we want to receive. So yes, we do need self-love, but this self-love is not about doing everything for self, but loving yourself, caring for yourself, and likewise showing that love to others. See, Conor loves himself and he's loyal to his team, but if his neighbor annoys him, you rarely see love shown. Jesus displayed the greatest love known by laying down his perfect, flawless life for our marred, diseased, wretched existence. He gave of himself because he is love. Self-love and self-care have been discussed more recently than probably any time in human history. It's been a hot topic because it is important. So here's the play. Know that true self-love is inclusive, not exclusive. If we loved others like we want to be loved, our world would be a much better place. It's your man, the myth, the legend, the voice, bringing you this week's Time Out. All right, time to get back in the game of life. Until next week, ready, break.